Hello there, my name is Sia, and I'll be your teacher for Precalculus. Now, before we get into the x equals 2, I thought I should make this video first because there's 6 things that I want to talk to you about before we get into the actual math. Number 1. The purpose of this YouTube channel was not just to teach calculus or just to teach Precalculus. I wanted to teach it in a way that I would have loved to learn it. What do I mean? When I started learning Precalculus and a little bit of calculus, I struggled a lot. I really did. Number 1 was because I was learning it on my own. I never had a teacher, a lecturer, whoever to teach me, okay? It was just me. And whenever I went on YouTube, I didn't find anyone, I'm serious, I didn't find anyone who could take me from the absolute beginning to the absolute end. Now let's forget about calculus because that's going to come far from now. Let's talk about Precalculus, all right? The stuff that I found on YouTube, hey, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me, okay? But the stuff that I was finding on YouTube, it was kind of hard for me to grasp it. Most people I found didn't explain it to me in a way that I can confidently say, flip, I finally get it now, okay? So that's my goal. My goal is to post videos, as in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that build on each other. Lesson 1, let's call it lesson 1. Lesson 1 leads to lesson 2. Lesson 2 to lesson 3. Lesson 4 builds on lesson 2. Lesson 10 builds on lesson 1. Lesson 29 builds on lesson 3. That's my goal, okay? I want the lessons to build on each other. So you know when you finish lesson 7, when you're going to lesson 8, you're going to use what you learned in lesson 7, you're going to use what you learned in lesson 6, and so forth. That was my goal. That's still my goal, okay? Next, when I was learning Precalculus, there was some stuff that I didn't understand, a lot, okay? And when I finally understood it, it was because of a stupid analogy. I'm serious. If you had to explain the math to me now, I would understand it because I know it now. But a couple of months back, I didn't know the math. And if you had to explain it as a teacher from a textbook way or from a lecturer's point of view, I would not understand it. And when I went on YouTube to try and get some help, I still didn't understand it. Okay? Because YouTube, you cannot compare YouTube to a textbook. You know a textbook, man. A textbook is really dry. Whereas in YouTube, it's rich in animations, it's friendly, but still, YouTube was not enough for me in terms of Precalculus, in terms of the math now, okay? And that is why, again, that's the purpose of this channel. I wanted to create something where a person who's really struggling math can still understand. But I do not neglect the textbook. What do I mean? Basically, my video is going to have the standard of the textbook, but also the friendliness of YouTube. That is the purpose. Now, you may not understand now, it's the introduction, okay? But as you watch the videos, I'll try my best to reach my goal. That's the goal I set for myself, and it's pretty high. I set the standards high, okay? Because I figured, hey, I know what it's like to not understand something, and I know what it's like to finally understand it, and I know what took me to understand it. So surely there's someone out there like me That's the purpose of Isaac Oldton. To teach in such a way that if you finish your playlist, let's say I have 100 videos, you know that if you finish all of the 100 videos, you're good. You may not get an A+ on the exam, okay? I'm not gonna tell you you're gonna get an A+, but in terms of understanding, conceptually, you're good. Now that's what I'm trying to do here, okay? And I decided to tell you this now so that when you do watch the videos, you understand a couple of things. You understand that lessons build on each other. You also understand that if you had to watch a whole playlist, you're good. Because I'm not trying to teach videos scattered. When you check out the videos on YouTube, you're going to realize that a lot of creators, they have good videos, but they're scattered. They're not, how can I put it? They're not linked. They don't build on each other. Okay? That's exactly what I'm trying to do here. To create something like an online textbook. Well, it's not really a textbook, it's YouTube, but that's the best way I can describe it. You know how you go from page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4 on a textbook? You keep building on the ideas. That's exactly what I'm trying to do here. But in a more friendly way, in a way that has more animation, has more talking, has more jokes. Okay? That's the purpose of Isaac Oldton. Number 2. Well, when I was in school, some teachers just didn't make any sense to me. I'm serious, man. And I know you know what I'm talking about. Have you ever been in a classroom and Miss Karen is teaching you math? And she's explaining in a way you don't understand. You're like, hey, ma'am. Yes, yeah. Could you explain that again? This? Yeah, could you explain that? And you know what she does? She tells you exactly the same stuff she said a couple minutes back. Hey, there's a reason I'm raising my hand, old lady. I don't understand, you know? So that's why I'm going to link other YouTubers in my descriptions of every video. I'll try my best, okay? Because sometimes I may explain something in a way that you don't understand, but some other guy or some other ma'am can explain it in a way that you do understand. Hey, we've all been to school, man. I think you know what I'm talking about, okay? Now, why am I doing this? I don't want you to watch my video and leave without understanding. I would hate for that to happen, okay? I'm not trying to sit here and pretend as if I can explain everything that in a way that everyone's gonna understand. I have my limitations, okay? But I figured that if you're gonna watch the video and you still don't understand, then why don't I just make your job easier for you and just put the links in my description? I'm gonna go on YouTube and gonna look for the best videos that I can find. I'm not saying it's only the best videos. I can't put every video in my description, but the ones that helped me, because hey man, I'm also learning from other YouTubers, by the way. I'm not learning in isolation. So the videos that helped me, I'm gonna try and link them in the description. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is, if you watch a video of mine and you don't understand, go to the description. Okay, you're gonna find other teachers on YouTube who I learned from. Or maybe if I didn't learn from them, their explanations are really good. So I'm gonna put them in the description. So you can click on those videos and try them. Hey man, I need you to remember something. Remember this, okay? Math was not built overnight. It took centuries of thinkers to be where we are today. So if you don't understand something, that doesn't mean you're stupid. That doesn't mean you're dumb. Okay, it just means maybe you're lacking somewhere else, okay, and you need to fix that first. Maybe it's the teacher. Hey, maybe it's my face. Maybe you don't like my face. Okay, maybe if you saw someone else's face, you'd understand, you'd get it, all right? So that's what I'm trying to build here. Whenever you don't understand something I say, you can check my description. I'll try my best to include at least 3 or 4 or 5, maybe even 6 videos of other great teachers on YouTube so that you can understand. Number 3. Sneaky algebra. Now, what am I talking about? Yes, I may be teaching you precalculus, but I'm not going to teach you algebra directly. Why, Sia? I have a couple of students already, okay? and they are juggling a lot of other subjects. Maybe you're doing chemistry, maybe you're doing engineering, medicine, law, I don't know, man. You're doing something else, okay? So you don't have time to spend on pre-calculus that much. I understand that, okay? And what I notice is that a lot of my students would prefer that I took algebra and I fused them in the other lessons. What do I mean? For example, if I'm teaching you functions, I can add a bit of algebra into functions, because at some point you're going to have to plus, you're going to have to minus, divide, times, you know? So that's what they prefer. If I'm teaching you trigonometry, they prefer that I put algebra lessons in those trigonometry lessons. So basically, while I'm teaching you trigonometry, it's not jumping around. No, it's not jumping around. It's just when it comes to a calculation, that's my time to teach algebra. Fuse the algebra into the other topics. That's what they prefer. It may not be smart for everyone, but I think it's pretty smart. Because remember, you don't have the whole day. You have limited time, okay? Yes, a lot of students struggle with algebra. And if you don't know your algebra, calculus is going to kick your ass, okay? So algebra is important. But instead of teaching algebra separately, on its own, I'm going to take it and I'm going to fuse it into the lessons. I promise you, you're going to know it when I do it. You're going to see it. You won't get confused. You won't miss it, because I'll tell you, or I'll make it so easy that you see that I'm doing it. Whenever I'm using the algebra, I'll explain as if I'm having an algebra lesson, and then we can continue with the rest of the topic. So you'll know it when I do it. Now, what is 2x speed, Sia? You know when you fast forward a video, like you're watching a video, and then you decide to fast forward, not fast forward, but you watch a video extremely fast. I don't know what that's called, man. You correct me. What is that called? You put the video on 2x speed, or you put it on 1.5x speed, so you watch the video faster. I recommend that. For some students, they may already know what I'm teaching. For example, if I'm teaching 1 plus 1, then you probably know what 1 plus 1 is. If I make a video on 1 plus 1, you already know what 1 plus 1 is. All right, so you may feel like you don't need to watch the video, and probably you don't need to watch the video, but I would still recommend you do watch the video on 2x speed, so that you don't miss anything I say in the video. Remember what I said, the videos build on each other, okay? So I may say something important in that 1 plus 1 video, and when you go to lesson 5, maybe you missed it. And by the time you're in lesson 6, now I'm using something that you don't understand, because I said it in that 1 plus 1 video. Now, I'm not gonna make a video that's 1 plus 1 now. I'm just giving you an example, okay? But if you do come across a video that you think you know, I would recommend you watch it on 2x speed. So you kind of run through everything I'm saying, but you know that you're good because you watched the video, okay? But that's if you think you know what I'm gonna teach in that video, which you probably do know because it's pre-calculus, but I would recommend that. Don't skip the video. I don't recommend that, because even for me, I was once on YouTube, not once, man, a couple of times. I was on YouTube, search a video, and I'm looking at the title and I'm like, I know this. But I still decided to click on the video. I put it on 2x speed, and then I saw something I didn't know. It was in that video that I thought I knew. So that's what I recommend, okay? Don't skip the videos, they build on each other. But if you think you know, 2x speed. Number 5 is the most important one, the comment section, okay? Who am I making these videos for? I'm making it for you. So I need your help to make the videos better. What do I mean? Sometimes I may teach in a way, okay, that you don't understand. Maybe you, maybe Samuel, maybe Jackson, maybe Simu, Zizi, whoever, okay, from all over the globe, maybe they have the same problem with me. But if you raise that problem, if you type it in the comments and say, Sia, you talk too much, I'll be like, I'll read it and be like, Sia, you talk too much. Oh yeah, maybe I should teach more math instead of joking around a lot. Okay, but I wouldn't know that if you didn't tell me. So that's why the comment section is so important. There's so many reasons that I'm going to talk about, but there's so many reasons the comment section is important for me to make better videos. I have to go to the comment section and see what you guys are saying. Maybe, Sia, can you put more exercises? I can put more exercises. Sia, can you shut up? I'll be able to shut up for a few minutes, okay? You know, but I think you get what I'm trying to say. I'll be able to make better videos based on your suggestions. That's the first reason. Another reason is because, hey, math is a community, man. Well, on YouTube, it's a community. Maybe if you raise a question, maybe someone else is going to have the same question, but now they see your question and then they see my answer below that question. Or maybe I can make another video based on that question. Now more people are going to be less confused. The comment section is really important. Not for me, well, for me, for you, and everyone else. Okay? Because that's where, maybe if I make a mistake, you'll be able to correct me. See, are you lying? The answer's 4, not 3. That's why the comment section is so important. Okay? But mainly, I'm going to be using it for me to make better videos for you. What happens next here? What do I mean? Remember what I said earlier? I said my goal for this YouTube channel was to teach just 2 things. Calculus and pre-calculus. That's it. So eventually, I'll come to a point where I'm done teaching because it's only 2 subjects. Yeah, they're big, they're very big each, but I'll eventually finish it. Not 6 months from now, maybe not even a year from now. Calculus is pretty big, okay? But I'll get to a point where I finish teaching, all right? And when I get to that point, I don't want you to get blindsided. What do I mean? Eventually, when I finish teaching, I think I'm going to start posting educational entertainment videos. For example, me jumping into a volcano so I can see how gravity affects me in the volcano. I probably won't do that, okay? But you get the point. Or maybe I'll go out into the sea and ride a killer whale, an orca, you know, but I think you get the point here, all right? It's for science, it's educational, but it has entertainment. When I start posting that, I don't want you to get blindsided. I don't want you to feel like, Sia, you sold us out. Or be like, Sia, you dropped the script. No, it's because it was in the script in the first place. I don't plan on teaching math forever. I plan on teaching just those 2. That's it, okay? And then from there, I'll start making videos like Veritasium. You know the YouTube channel, Veritasium, Derek Muller? Something like that, all right? But that's probably 2 years from now. Don't worry about that. That's 2 years from now. But the reason I wanted to add it now is that you don't feel like I abandoned my audience or I don't respect my audience. No, I do respect you guys. And I'll give you what I said I'd give you. But then at the end, when I'm finished with teaching, we're jumping into that volcano. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, the 6th point, I need your help. There's a reason I started this YouTube channel, okay? And yes, I know, we know Sia to teach calculus and pre-calculus. Yes, I'm going to teach that. But there's a deeper reason as to why I started this YouTube channel. Because this YouTube channel is going to fund something way bigger. That's why this YouTube channel is here. I didn't wake up one day and decide, math. No, I decided, you know what? Let me get creative. Let me go learn something, teach you cats, and get the money. I'm just being honest, okay? So I need your help. I need you guys to comment, to like the video, to subscribe, to share the video. And the reason I'm saying it now is because I don't want to keep saying it in the next videos to come. I don't want to keep boring you with that. I want to teach you something and then we move on to the next lesson. I don't want to keep pestering you with that like and subscribe stuff. Okay, you already know that. So what I'm asking from you is, if it helped you, drop a thumbs up. If you think there's another friend that might help, hey, share that link. All right, drop the comment. Subscribe if you really like my videos. Or if you don't like my videos, again, drop it in the comments so I can make better videos. The project that I'm going to fund with this YouTube channel is bigger, way bigger, It's global, actually. It's bigger than this YouTube channel. It has nothing to do with education. Absolutely nothing, I promise you. It has nothing to do with education. Science, math, chemistry, nothing. No physics, nothing. No education. And I'm going to give it to you for free. If things work out the way I think they're going to work out, you're going to have it for free. It's the biggest project I've ever done in my life. And that's why this YouTube channel even exists, to fund that project. So I need you guys' help to grow this channel, okay? And that's why the comment section is so important, so I can produce the best possible videos I can. But more important than everything else is you. It's if you understand or not. That's why I'm gonna take other videos on YouTube, put them in my description to try and get you to understand. Now, Sia, who the heck is Isaac Oldton? Isaac Oldton is the guy who taught me math, not Isaac Newton, not the great Sir Isaac Newton. He was a white guy. I'm talking about the great Sir Isaac Oldton. He's a black guy. Like, well, he wasn't really great. So let's drop the great. And he wasn't really a sir. No, nobody knighted him. So let's drop the sir. He was just Oldton, Isaac Oldton. Hey man, there's some things I don't understand. And I'll have to check in with my mentor, Isaac Oldton, to see if I'm still on track. So don't be surprised when you see the white hair, okay, and the nice brown stuff. He'll come in to check up on me every now and then. And here's a fun fact. You actually know Isaac Oldton. Yeah, you know Isaac Oldton, man. Have you never heard of Oldton's 3 laws of motion? No? Come on, man. I'm pretty sure you know of Oldton's 3 laws of motion. They go like this. First law, an object will not move unless you move it. Yep, you heard that right. That's Oldton's first law. The second law, the heavier an object is, the harder it is to move it. Hey, I know, man. We're breaking science here. We're breaking science. His third law, if I push an object, the object will push me back. Hey, don't look at me, man. I'm not the one who came up with the obvious, all right? It wasn't me. It was Oldton. Now, besides the fact that he came up with obvious stuff, all right? He's a pretty smart guy. I mean, he taught me what I know. Now, I've been doing a lot of talking. Lesson 1, here we come.